The return on investment, or ROI, for using QA software in the press room can be substantial. In this video, we will compare a typical scenario between a plant using color measurement hardware by itself to a facility using both hardware and software. When using a hardware-only solution, it is common practice to measure the standard and the sample to compare their difference. We looked at reasons why this is not the best practice in the error stack video. As you will see in this ROI video, it also consumes additional time. When beginning make-ready with a hardware-only solution, the press operator must first locate the physical color standard in their file system. This typically takes about 5 minutes. Once make-ready begins, the press operators must measure each standard and then the corresponding production sample, view the difference, and then manually record the measurements. When running a 5-color job, this must be done 5 times. We are assuming experienced press operators, so this should take about 5 minutes to complete. The press operators then make adjustments to their press settings and run additional sheets to allow the changes to take effect. This typically takes another 5 minutes and consumes 50 sheets. This process must typically be repeated 6 times before all colors are within tolerance and production begins. Total make-ready time is therefore 65 minutes and wastes 300 sheets. Let's look at the same scenario when using a QA software solution such as ColorCert QA tools along with the hardware. Instead of locating a physical standard to compare our production to, the press operator simply launches the software and opens the appropriate color standard. This takes a minute or less to accomplish. We then simply measure the production samples and glance at the displayed graphs to see what moves need to be made to improve our production. Using tools like the best match graph, adjustments may be made much more effectively as the software can show the operator if they need to increase or decrease density and approximately how much they need to move. The software automatically records the measurement, so no time is wasted doing so manually. Total time taken for measurement of all colors is 3 minutes. The process of making changes on press is the same, but the improved data means that the correction process only takes 4 iterations. Total make-ready time is therefore 33 minutes and 200 sheets, a savings of 32 minutes and 100 sheets. Once production begins in our hardware-only workflow, we again measure the standard and production sample for each color, evaluating and manually recording the values. As during make-ready, this takes about 5 minutes. I am not counting this as waste because the press continues to run. However, this is time that the operator could use for other tasks. If all colors are in tolerance, we continue running. But if not, we then make adjustments on press and run another 50 sheets of waste to get back into specification. When using a hardware-only solution, this occurs on average once per hour. If our run takes 2 hours, we are wasting 10 minutes and 100 sheets. In a workflow with software, we shorten the time required to measure samples just as during Make Ready. We are also better able to control the press as the software will alert us to trends which allow the operator to make small adjustments to keep our colors from drifting out of tolerance. These predictive adjustments, allowing us to stay in tolerance, means that we will typically only have to stop for out-of-tolerance color once every 4 hours. In theory, this could be avoided altogether, but things like ink contamination will still occur, which necessitates that these adjustments be made. This means that in a 2-hour press run, we will waste, on average, 2.5 minutes and 25 sheets, making on-press corrections. Adding together our make-ready and production savings, the addition of software to your color measurement workflow will, on average, save 39.5 minutes and 175 sheets of waste for a typical 2-hour press run.